everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Owlbear's Roost. We're a teensy tiny bit late.
Why so many ads?
On mine? Because I do them in 3-minute sections so people don't have to, they can go and come back. If you've got a Prime sub. Anyways, my name's Owl Odyssey.
Oh boy.
I am
Sorry,
your
guys.
game mistress, dungeon mistress. Nah, I should never use that title. That'll never fit.
It's only an hour. It's not my fault.
Shannon's yapping about ads. Anyway.
Oh shit, am I not on push to talk?
No.
No, I'm not. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. In this house. Oh shoot. Feck. 1 second. I gotta do that. I put it on the wrong screen. Anyways, hello everyone. I'm your dungeon mistress. I'm joined by six lovely people, 2 of which their characters will be introduced down the line. But I am joined by Shannon, Pez, Amelina, and Folky, as well as Vanny and Ori, who will introduce their characters when they show up, if they show up. So, last we left off, gaggle of 4, Team Toast, engaged in a trial for those who attacked the village of Lupine. Following that, they made the decision that they would go to Belosia. No backup, no support, just the 4 of them. Now those who are new, Belosia has gone quiet. There's a mystery surrounding it. The land around everything seems to be cursed. And as the 4 set out, the snow crunching beneath their feet, the darkness slowly encroaching upon them as the sun sets, make their way through what appears to be an old field. Now it's scattered with fallen trees and rocks, and various clutter. They spotted 2 figures, cloaked, standing eerily in the field. The only sounds that they can hear: whispering winds. Where's my music? 1 second. I can hear it. There you go, guys. The whisperings. What is it called? Aeolic tones. Aeolic? Yeah, that sounds about right. Tones of the wind, as well as the occasional caw of a raven or crow. And as you approach, you see that both the figures seem to be wearing long masks under their hoods. Almost like a beak coming outwards. It's hard to tell, for the darkness makes it difficult. But as they stand there, one of the 2 cloaked figures pulls out 2 scythes and holds them in either hand. The various birds all around start cawing more aggressively and loudly. The 4 of you, what would you like to do? That's to Lavetta, Zara, Althea, and Groff. What are the
Sorry, I realized. Yep, my brain. Lavetta. You know what? She's gonna like just attempt to like not really approach it, but just like try and speak to it. She's just trying to. How's she gonna do that? Sorry, my brain's all over the place. Yeah, she's just gonna like step forward very slowly and just like, do you understand me?
As you approach, your eyes locked on the two cloaked figures, trying to discern if there's any recognition there. And before they have a chance to respond, something flaps up in front of your face, something blue and black and white just flapping in front of you, and goes, "Hello there, how's it going? I'm Jerry the Jay, nice to meet you." And you see in front of you is a blue jay now flapping its wings in front of you. And you can understand it as you are able to speak to animals. And as this blue jay is flapping in front of your face, Lavetta, the two figures turn, and you can now get a good look at them. As the light illuminates enough of them to see what they look like. And with that, I will ask Vanny and Ori to describe yourselves.
Ori, would you like to go first? Or would you like me to go because...
It doesn't matter.
You were
so
the one
much
with the
to
sights.
me,
Why don't you go first,
but
Vanny?
Yeah.
Okay. They're actually sickles.
Sickles, I can... English
Yeah.
language. It's like my fifth language, totally.
Sides just are a little scarier. They're a little scarier.
Sickles.
Okay. So as my character turns around, they seem a bit scattered, but like shocked that someone is there. And like they are a corvum, which is
Why don't you explain what a corvum is? Because these people might not have ever seen them before.
A corvum is a crow or raven, like a corvid bird species. And so look like a giant bird. They don't have wings. They do have feathers long enough on their arms that would show that they potentially could glide, but not a creature of flight. And you'll notice that the feathers on this corvum are always iridescent, even in the dark. So they are just iridescent with like blues and purples and greens all the time. Aside from that, they seem kind of scholarly in the sense, but like also like they just have a bunch of like knickknacks and pockets everywhere underneath the cloak, and they also kind of just seem, you can tell they're scholarly, but like more a nature nerd than like a book nerd. And they also I guess I don't know how much detail I want to go into, but yeah, you can tell immediately, like they don't have a menacing energy. They are very much like, oh, there are people. Okay.
And Orling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beside Vanny's figure is another corvum, also robed in and cloaked in black. From what you can see underneath the cloak, they appear to be wearing traveler's clothes. Their feathers also have that iridescent and shine quality. But as you approach, you kind of notice an interesting scent on the wind as well, that you're not sure what it is, but it's sweet, almost like honey, or nectar. And from what you can see, this figure isn't holding any weapons. But they as you approach and speak, they do turn towards you, and their head kind of just cocks to the side a little quizzically, because they're like, oh, there are actually people here. This is interesting.
All right. Well, now that Jerry the Jay is flapping in front of Lovetta's face, Vanny or Lovetta or Ori or anyone, how do you react as this bird is yapping now in front of Lovetta?
Lovetta's like, she's obviously surprised, but she is also just, she doesn't want to like spook anyone. She doesn't know how they're going to react. So she's just, you know what, like, actually no, I can't even describe that expression. She's just, her head is like back, she's not moving, but she's just like trying to get out of the way of the feathers. She's like, oh god, okay, are you good? You guys good? Sorry, I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to surprise you, but yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, my character, they kind of realize, like, oh, Jerry, leave them alone.
Well, I'm just saying hello.
yeah, oh gosh, where are we? What? I haven't seen people in, and they kind of get this far off look on, like, in their eyes, and it's like they can't, it's like time doesn't make sense anymore. It's like they literally can't seem to recall the last time they saw other beings that were not spirits.
Professor, they smell like dog. He's smelly.
Like dog?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have
Lovetta just like looks. Lovetta looks down, like really, really self-conscious now. She just, like, if it was possible, she would have taken like 1 hit point of damage for like how.
Valander walks up and starts licking your face. Valander is a little wolf pup who seems to be around Lovetta here, and is now licking Lovetta's face. Would you guys like to describe your guys' characters real quick? Just to get like a very brief description for Vanny and Ori.
Does anyone else want to go first? Or...
Go ahead.
Alrighty, so we saying like species as well or not? Like,
what do they see?
Like, my brain instinct when they see Lovetta, but you want a description. Yes. Lovetta, she's relatively tall, like 5'9", I guess, 6, like 5'9", 5'10". She's relatively skinny, but she's also She's got really long brown hair. She's got like freckles over her face, quite a few scars. She holds herself. She's always kind of slouched. In her like emerald green cloak it pretty much hides the fact that she like could have animal ears. It looks as if she does, but you can't really tell because the cloak is covering that. It's just ridiculously tatty to the point where you don't even know how it's like still on her body at this point. Then the rest of her is like just clad in leather gear. Phaelander is just think German Shepherd energy, but just very puppy-like. Too big for, like, he's bigger than he thinks he is at this point.
Groff.
Groff stands much larger than everyone here. Check his sheet. I'm pretty sure I made him 6'7". He's absolutely
he's like
massive
7 foot,
with a
yeah.
half fork. But that's not what probably would catch your eyes. What would probably catch your eyes is the fact that he has 2 glass steel balls hanging at his hips, one with spikes and one with nubs. They shine quite brightly, even in dim light, as if they're silvered. And then the balls are attached to 2 large, heavy chains, which go up to just full-on iron bands around his wrists. Doesn't look as though there's a clear way to take them off. As Groff notices the 2 corvids approach and the smaller bird, he's just gonna look back towards his group. Lunch!
Althea. As you want to describe yourself.
Unlike her tall companion.
Small bean.
Standing at 5 foot is a tiny little, I would say it's a lavender skin tiefling with tiny little horns, but a really long dark purple tail flicking behind her, and a big ass axe on her back.
Mazara and your lovely cat.
At the back of the group is I forgot how tall I'm either, but I think she's pretty short. Pretty short, slim woman, standing out for her long white hair. She's dressed in all black, tight-fitting clothes. Has piercing blue eyes, but they don't. Maybe even a slight hint of uncertainty in them, but generally her face is just emotionless as she takes you both in.
She's also followed by a cat, what looks to be a standard cat that you might have seen before, but this one is also just splattered in dried blood, sort of red on its paws, and it's like licking the blood on its paws. And it's just got this cold stare as it looks at you. You notice, Vanny and Ori, I'm gonna use your names until we get character names introduced. There's a familiarity with the little wolf pup. You're not quite sure, but there is a familiarity. You understand you might have seen something like this before. The cat, however, there's something strange about it to you. As for Lavetta and Zara, you may have seen people like this before, even Althea, but Groff is a creature like you've never seen before. And the four of them stand there as Groff turns to the group and he says what Falky just said. Lunch? Question mark? Seeking approval from the three other companions.
You did not have enough breakfast, Graf.
Not often I see bird to eat.
You're not eating them.
We're not food.
He squints his eyes. You look like chicken to me.
Oh no, chickens are a completely different type of fowl. Like, do you even understand like the intricacies of the different fowl species? Like, I don't even begin to. And no, I'm not hungry. I don't need lunch. I excuse me, and I turned back to what I was doing with my sickles, and you notice that I'm like cutting down some of the dried grass. And I'm kind of off in my own world again, and they are very, very much like just kind of chattering to themselves like, there's some lovely nesting materials for the local birds. That'll be great for them. Okay, what was I doing? And I just kind of like wander off mentally, kind of like trying to remember what I was doing, but at the same time mulling over in the back of my head like, where are we? I think why is this strange murder here? Like, and I'm just kind of talking out loud to myself through this process.
Can you give me a nature check? Your first roll, yes. So, little patience, everyone. Vanny's still figuring out how to use Roll20 and D&D in general. Right, you can't have Roll20 open, can you?
I do have the app open. Yes.
All right, make sure you open up the game.
Yep. So I'm in as my person.
Oh, I do not see you on the list of peoples.
Oh, weird.
But if you can see the map, that's good. What we'll have you do is if you go to the top right, click on the settings icon, the little gear, display name, keep it as your name. Same thing for you as well, Ori. Space, square bracket, your character name, and then square bracket. Similar to how everyone else has theirs.
Ooh, I don't know that I have that ability in my, like, I see my skills and abilities.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that then. Or you found it. I'll help you with that later, Vanny. Just as a couple notes, Ori has experience with the game. Vanny's a little bit newer, so I'll be guiding best I can. Additionally, Vanny is unfortunately playing from their car right now, as they're in the middle of moving and various roommate stuff, and unable to play at their home at the moment. So a little bit of just, if there's technical difficulties, that would be the reason there. All right.
Please be kind.
But with that, on your character sheet, my dear, go ahead. You see on the left-hand side with all your skills, go ahead and click on nature. Perfect.
It is trying.
It did. I got it. It shows up on my side. I don't know if you can you see the answer?
Yes.
Okay. So you got a 19.
Yes.
As you're kind of picking through this grass and deciding nesting material, there's something off with this. And it's not just that it's unfamiliar necessarily with what you might be familiar with back home. There's something almost sickly about it that you can tell by the way it sort of falls apart in your hand when you pick it up. Good nesting material, but definitely shouldn't be eaten as you look at it.
Oh, that's strange. It shouldn't be doing that.
Yes.
Don't eat the grass. No one should eat this grass.
Yes. The other Corvum is poking the person they proclaim to be Fess.
Oh, yes, dear.
Well, we're obviously not home anymore.
Yeah, I'm beginning to put that together myself.
And we should probably figure out if it's safe, considering one of them wanted us to be lunch.
As you said safe, you all hear a distant howl coming from the west. It's a wolf's howl. The wavers on the wind.
Zara glances at Lavetta and immediately has a hand on her dagger.
Lavetta shakes her head.
The Corvum that was poking the other turns towards the sound and takes a couple steps back.
Alrighty. Okay.
Yeah. So, as you've now heard my character addressed as Fess, something changes in my behavior with the howl, as in, like, a protector kind of attribute has been kind of, like, activated in a sense of, like, I must protect my murder. Like, okay. Okay, yes, we're not home anymore. We're somewhere else, and I haven't heard a sound like that. Nope, stay focused. Okay. Safety.
Zara,
And Fess
what
turns
is your
their
vision?
head back to the other people.
How far can you see, Zara? Is it 60 feet? I don't think you have any bonus to it.
Let me check. Where can I see now again?
It'd be base 60 unless you have anything that's...
I don't think I have anything that would.
Very well. You all notice as around you some of the snow starts to shift. Here, 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 and here. Almost like it's settling down.
Hold on, I was zoomed in. I didn't see where.
Here, 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 and here. Those 5 locations.
Am I the only one that doesn't see?
No, I'm not,
Are you
I'm
guys-
not seeing it either.
Range? You see this?
I saw that one.
Nope.
No,
I saw
Do you
somebody.
see? Do you guys see? Right? You guys can see the map.
I see the map, and now I'm pinging on my own.
Okay. What if I do this? Can you see that?
Al, if you're using any fancy tool stuff, that's only for people with other fancy tool stuff.
I don't have any fancy tool stuff. Maybe it's because I've got it open as a player as well. Let me come back over to... There you go. Now you can see it. I had a refresh.
There we go. Yep.
So there, and there. Those 5 locations, the snow sort of shifts, and it's not clear if it's the wind and the snow sort of resettling. Zara. And only Zara.
Yes.
Let me double check something here. Now I believe you're not able to be surprised, correct? No, you're observant. You can be survived.
I have the observant one, yeah.
Well, luckily,
I think I might have something that. Don't I have a talent that basically I can't be caught off guard?
No. Regardless, I'll have to look at that later. Regardless,
Okay.
Zara, you spot it first as it is sort of almost blending into the snow. And had you not seen it, you definitely would not have. This thing could have easily snuck up on you. But right here, and again, only Zara sees this right now, you see a wolf. A large white wolf. I mean, larger than any wolf you've ever seen before. Crawling almost in the snow towards the two birds. And you're the first to see it, Zara.
Does it seem focused on them?
Its eyes are shifting back and forth. It's definitely about to attack you all. I'm just giving you a reaction here to see how you want to proceed.
Can I throw a normal dagger at it?
If you want to throw a dagger at it, yes, that will start combat. As you move to move it. Are you just going to do it yourself? Are you going to alert anyone? That's the question here, though.
She's first is gonna throw the dagger.
All right. Then, let me pop this up. Let me clear it. Now, the way this works, team, is for, I don't know, I think, Ori, you've used Roll20 before, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Vanny, the way you're going to do is you're going to click on your token. You should see yourself there in the center of the screen.
I can't tell how to get to the map, unfortunately.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and... So you're on are you on the phone app? Is that what you're on?
I'm on the phone app, yeah. That's all I've got right now.
Okay. Can you see my stream at all?
Oh, I could pull up your stream. I have a laptop, but I can't get logged into the... Here, let me pull up your stream.
Oh, why couldn't you get logged into it?
I can't, I don't know my password.
Oh, that's fair. It's okay, we'll figure it out for next week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Ori then control of your character.
Yes,
that way they can
perfect.
move it for you, and then obviously win next week. So, Ori, you should have control there. Go ahead, just do me a favor. Go ahead and roll your, click the initiative button on your phone. On the thingy. That'll roll a number, and I'll add the number. Everyone else, you guys can roll initiative.
Oh, I think.
Well, damn.
There we go.
That's where my natural 20 goes!
Wow, if this was a faulty
Wow.
game, you would have got a point of inspiration.
It balances out. It's fine. Look, Shad has the 1. I have the 20.
Yeah. Honestly,
I
it
think-
does. It does balance out.
I think that added your ring too, doesn't it? Yeah, I did. I mean, what ring? All right. I think I have everyone here. Now let me add a turn for this guy. Go ahead and roll the pupper. And then no apparent reason, I just have to roll 5 more things. Again, no apparent reason.
Fuck up.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say? What's that?
I didn't fuck up at all. No.
Yeah. Can I do to GM? There we go. There's that. That one. Although I think it wouldn't have shown you what they are anyways. I just don't trust myself.
Better saved it. Sorry, I get it.
Okay, so descending. Zara, go ahead and
Yes.
make me that attack. You are in dim light right now. Because I don't think you have a light source out.
Because they haven't taken the turn yet in combat, do I have advantage?
Mm-hmm. And they are within 60 feet of you.
I should have measured that beforehand, shouldn't I have?
There. Well, I did say once they get within 60, like.
Okay.
Let me put the combat music on. Here we go. Here we go.
So we're not losing the other dagger, we're losing the normal dagger.
24 hits. Go ahead and make your damage roll. Yeah, just your sneak. For a total of 13. Lovely stuff. What else would you like to do?
So she just suddenly flings the dagger in that direction. And only once she sees it, like, enter its flesh, she's gonna basically, like, hiss, but, like, loud enough for them to hear it behind.
Alright.
And then she's gonna already take a deep breath and steady her aim. And stay where she is.
Very well. Now, I think steady aim is only for that
Oh,
turn.
fuck, that's right.
I think.
But even if I then throw something, would that count?
It's on the current turn. Yeah. It's any. I mean,
Yes, on the current turn. Oh well, never mind then. But she's
I think
gonna
you're right.
stay
Let
where
me
she
double
is
check.
anyways.
No,
No, it says on the current turn.
Just as a bonus action, give yourself advantage of the next attack roll. Doesn't matter if it's ranged or not. So.
But then it says
There you go.
on the current turn, or so.
Yeah.
You're right about that. I forgot about that. Right over that
Yeah.
one. But yeah, she's gonna stay where she is. Actually.
Oh.
I'm gonna move there.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself. Cat is just laying in the snow, rolling around like a little.
Shit! Yeah, I have a. Oh.
Cat's having a fun time. Cat's living his best life.
Cat, snow angel.
Cat angel.
Cat is
now,
gonna
does
be like,
anyone
God.
else here?
Can the cat just
have-
move along with Zara? Because she'll be like, oh my god, you fucking bitch, you moved.
Sure.
And then she just goes along. Yeah.
No. Cat's gonna do whatever it wants. Cat's gonna be over here. Cat's living its best
Okay,
life
fine, true, it's a cat.
right
I thought I had to say what she does.
now. You do, but Cat's not listening.
Great, yeah, no, that's fine.
It's a cat.
Yeah, no, fair. Less for me to worry about.
Now, does anyone here have anything that prevents them from being surprised? I couldn't find anything on your sheet, Vanny. I think it was something you looked at,
Yeah,
but I don't think you grabbed.
maybe that was. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair.
All right. So, with that in mind, we will go. So, Floor, you're surprised. Groff, you're surprised. Now, the shifting snow over here, you all watch as almost like a shard of ice shoots out of it. And then these little wings plop off of it and a long face appears as this strange little ice creature is now sort of fluttering over the snow and cackling. And the same thing happens next to you, Zara. And Althea, you are surprised. The remainder of these little guys all pop up. That is their turn. Fess, you are surprised. Now we go to the pupper. The pupper, having just been hit, is going to howl. And you all realize, as the howl sounds like the word mistake, its head is now going to turn right at you, Zara, as it starts to make its way towards you in a full sprint. And it is going to do a little nibble on you. Nom 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 nom. 10. Oh, wait. It has advantage. 15. Does 15 hit?
I thought Zara wasn't surprised.
She isn't surprised, but it still has advantage. It's getting advantage from somewhere else.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a melee attack, and I am wielding a finesse weapon, in which I'm proficient.
Mm-hmm. I would hope so, yeah.
Can I use my reaction to add my proficiency bonus to my AC? Defensive duelist.
Yeah, 1 second. Is that what you were implying,
I've
right?
never done that
Falky,
before, so I'm
am I
double checking.
Or am I missing something, Falky?
Yeah, that's. I was
Okay.
Also double checking stealth and everything was done properly.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's not where that's coming from. So, defensive duelist. Yeah, where do you get that from? That's just from...
Rogue level 4. It's just on, it's on my thingy on my...
That's your feat, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yes, you it does hit with a melee attack. You can use your reaction to therefore
what is my proficiency bonus is 2, I guess, if I'm looking correctly on my sheet.
You're level 4, yeah.
Yeah. So then that is a 16 with my reaction.
What's your AC? 14 normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as this wolf sprints at you, you bring up your little short sword real quick and are able to block it. I'm just double checking that it is finesse. Yes, perfect. Alrighty.
And just to be sure, is it like once a combat thing, or...
The way it's written, no. It's
okay.
You just have to use your reaction, which means you don't get like op attacks or anything else that would use a reaction.
Like per round, right?
Yeah, your reaction resets.
Okay, yeah, I'm
at the
just
top
making
of
sure
your
because I
turn.
haven't used it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're fine. Yeah, so basically your reaction is like, your action, bonus action, reaction. It resets at the start of your turn.
Okay, yeah,
But you want to be able to use your op attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, that is now blocked. Lavetta, you are surprised. We are back at the top of the round to Miss Zara.
I also wanted to check what was special about the dagger, but I don't see it in the Team Toast item list.
Now it's gonna be on your.
I have it in
Then
my
your
sheet.
character.
Will I find it? I'll find it in there. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Whoa, sorry. I didn't mean to.
You're fine.
I can't see the information.
If you in your,
There it is.
you just click the little eye next to where the weight would be, and then it's all
The
in there.
little yeah.
In your item list.
No,
there you
that's
go.
the wrong one. Hold on. No, it is the right one.
Not that. Not there.
Oh.
Go down to your item list. Your backpack. You see-
Okay. Yeah.
You see?
Oh, that's small.
Yeah, I can make it into a... Yeah, let me just add that to my list of things to do. I'll make it better for you next turn, alright? Or next time. Sorry, I just put it in there because it's easier for me to copy into there, but I can make it a
I
thing.
understand. Yeah. No.
You don't necessarily need to worry about that, though, because I've already... The button you just clicked is already...
Yeah, I just
calculated.
knew it was something with the blood that I still needed to double check. But yeah, I'll take this bonus action steady aim and because it was
perfect.
rolled with advantage already, so I'll just do that.
Who are you attacking?
The wolf.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. You have advantage, so therefore...
Sneak attack again, right?
Mm-hmm. Fortunate roll on the sneak attack, but still a significant amount of damage as you stab this blade into it, and as you pull it out, it's like the blood sort of is like sucked into the blade, and the wound leaves no blood. Though you do notice now that you're closer to this wolf, there's almost like wisp of blue ice sort of surrounding it, and there's this sort of cold energy around it. It's not a normal wolf. As you look at it, you sort of feel the cold around it. Anything else?
No, that's the turn.
Okay, you have your reaction back. Fleur, it is your turn.
I
As you are
haven't-
surrounded.
Where'd my turn go?
You were surprised for the first round, which means that...
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Zara was the only one who wasn't surprised. That's why she got to... so she topped the order, and then it went through all of the creatures who weren't surprised,
Okay.
and then back to Zara.
Yep.
And now we're going down the
Yep.
list.
Sorry, I'm a noob.
No, you're fine. I'd rather explain it to you than you'd be questioning it, confused. All right. Orly.
All right. So the floor notices the rest of the creatures seemingly appearing out of thin air. And basically spins to see where they kind of all are, before pulling out a crystal that shines in about 3 different colors. But it focuses into the pale blue as Floor throws out their hand and casts Scorching Ray.
All right. Which creature?
So I'm going to toss 2 of them at this one, and the 3rd over here.
So, sorry, can you ping again? Sorry, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, 2 at the orange one here,
Mhm.
and then the 3rd at the pink.
Very well. So go ahead and make me 3 ranged spell attacks. All of them hit. That is right, team. You have another caster.
Oh my god!
You have
It's
another
been so
caster.
long! Can we turn her into a marble as well?
What's magic?
Can we turn into a marble? Ooh, another one.
You gotta stop
Another
turning
one.
your friends into marbles.
Collecting.
Please don't turn Laura into a marble.
All right, so go ahead and click on the Scorching Ray word on each of them, and that should just calculate the damage. Okay. Okay. And okay.
Burn, baby, burn!
Burn, baby, burn.
You watch as this individual releases these balls of fire at it. Or do they look like fire? What do they look like? Do you want to describe what looks like fire? What does it look like?
So it's going to look like a pale blue fire. Not the type that seems to be extremely hot, but it almost looks as if it's a reflection of the moon as it shoots out at these creatures.
So you let one off to the one over there, and then you shoot two at the one in front of you, and you all watch as the two hit this one, and then it just shatters, and it just creates a nice little puff of snow as it falls to the ground, dead. Anything else you'd like to do?
Bess, I got the one behind us.
Wonderful. Well done.
But nothing actually to do with my turn.
Yeah.
Very well. Groffy boy.
Alright. Gonna walk on over here. I see a big wolf here. I don't like the big wolf. I'm gonna recklessly attack it.
Okay. Hits. Both.
I'm not reading.
So it's just
Total
20
damage.
Very well.
And that'll be all.
Very well. This one is dead. There we go. So we go to this one, which is the one next to Zara and Groff. And you watch as this one next to you starts to cackle. Zara, since you're the closest, will you do me a favor and roll me a D4? On a 1, something will happen. Very well. Let me just mark this as having used that. And that is that. No, another turn. Althea.
Give me a second. I'm trying to remember how to do stuff. Althea is gonna move. Wait, how far is this? Oh god damn, I forgot how to use my sheet. Give me a second.
Don't worry, it's only the 29th game.
We've had. I've been relaxing.
Relaxing, they say,
TwitchCon does stuff to people, okay?
having broken their ankle at TwitchCon.
How? How? It's actually broken?
It's not broken. It's not broken. It's possibly a tendon that is damaged.
Oh my god.
So.
Is
It's
that
fine.
somehow worse?
Anyway, oh, what was I doing? Oh, that's right.
Killing things?
Here. I'm going to move towards the lovely.
I'm just gonna put that on you, the Groff, to for your reckless attack, just so I remember.
I'm gonna move myself over here. Is that one this way?
Yeah, it should automatically click too, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes. It is good. I'm just trying to remember how far this one goes. This damn it.
Were you thinking about burning hands whilst there's a groff between you and the wolf?
No, I wasn't going for the wolf. I wasn't gonna burn Rolf. I was.
Anyone want some cooked groff?
Lunch?
I don't
got
think
the
spoiled
package.
meat is very nutritious.
Leah is going to. How far can I throw an axe again? Oh man, I'm being dummy.
It's a throwing axe, right? Your little ones, your little hand axes, yeah.
Yeah, my little hand axes, yeah.
Yeah, it's 20, and then you can go full 60. So 20 is normal, and then 60 is your full range, meaning you have to take it at disadvantage to throw it. So the way the range numbers are written, this is for everyone who doesn't know. First number is how far it can go without disadvantage. The second number is the furthest possible range, but anywhere from that first number to that second number, you're going to have disadvantage because it's further.
Okay. I'm gonna throw that.
Where do I see the range again?
It should be on the weapon itself. So, whoops. So for daggers, I want to say they're 2060 as well. Let me just double check though for you. You can always search on the sidebar too. It is 2060, but you can also always search in the books looking thing, not the single book, but the various books, and just search dagger.
Oh yeah, actually true. I forgot that was there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was there as well.
And you guys will have access to pretty much every D&D book through me honing them. So.
Okay. Then I'm gonna throw my hand axe at the big wolfie.
Okay, that will be at disadvantage. Would you like to readjust at all? Okay.
No, yeah, I'm gonna move my gun a little bit. Because I don't trust myself at disadvantage.
So you could probably get here,
There.
from where you're at.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
Can you see my marker again, or is it
I
just
can see a marker.
Yes.
I can see a marker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna heal deer.
So that's normal.
And I'm
No
gonna
disadvantage.
Throw me first X,
Hits.
and then will be. Let's do that one. 9.
Or 9.
I'm gonna throw the second one as well.
Um,
Can I can do it. Go.
I don't know. I don't think you can do it for an offhand attack. Let me double check.
Shit.
Let me check.
Oh, second
Falk, you might know
one
too,
has-
but
What's that correspondent?
What are you trying to do?
she's trying to throw for her bonus
For
action offhand
two.
attack to throw a hand axe.
No.
No.
Those are melee only.
I just want to throw everyone full. Alright.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not seeing it saying it specifically. Let's see. It's somewhere in here.
It's fine for me. Don't worry about it.
Just double check. I don't want to be wrong, and I don't want to mess with your thing.
No, you're good.
I just gotta figure out where the fuck in the... is it just in like weapons? Fuck is this? This is gonna be some Sasha thing, isn't it? Sasha, Tasha. Why did I say Sasha? I need to wake up. It's called two-handed weapon fighting, or two weapon fighting.
Two weapon fighting. I found it. I can see nothing in there. It says you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
That's if you have the.
The thingy about.
Yeah.
It's
No,
fine.
no. Just wait. Let me just double check. Offhand attack. Ah, here we go. Okay, as expected. Where does this come from? It comes from... it's not two-weapon fighting. Two-weapon fighting is a fighting style. It's just...
If you're asking about the bonus action offhand attack, that's just from PHB and it's melee only.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the wording. Where's that at?
You'd have to look it up in the player's handbook.
Okay.
Wait, thrown weapon fighting is +2 to damage roll? What the fuck?
Here it is. I found it. Sorry about that. Took me a second to find it, but I got there in the end. So I'm on the right page. There it is. Okay. Okay. On the combat page, I'm just trying to find this stupid attack. Here we go. Making an attack. This is the official title. Combat making attack. There it is. Okay. Surprise initiative. Your turn. Where does this come up? It's just not here. This must be in something else. Oh, here we go. When you use the attack action with a light melee weapon, you're using one hand. No, you can. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it. That is exactly the wording. There you go. When you make an attack action with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't have to add you don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it. There you go. Go ahead and make your second attack.
I thought I was remembering correctly.
Yeah, well, look, it's D&D. There's a billion different wording things that it's hard to remember.
That is true.
So with this one, you're not going to add your you're not going to add your ability modifier to the damage. So just go ahead and roll it normally. I think you might even have an offhand button for it. I'm pretty sure I gave you an offhand button for it.
An offhand button for it?
And it's like OH maybe. Yeah, it's the third one down. Third one down. I think.
Third one.
Oh well, wait! Don't click it! Don't click it! Don't click it!
I'm not touching anything.
There you go. Now click it.
I'll click it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep. Hit. Go ahead and click the button. Perfect. That did that correctly. Both your hand axes are now lodged in the side of this large wolf. Anything else you'd like to do, my dear?
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
Right.
That's good.
This Mephifit is going to cackle. I'm gonna have Floor go ahead and roll a d4 for me. On a 1, something's gonna happen. Nothing happens. I'm gonna mark it down. Okay, we go to the next one. Closest one's gonna be Groff. Go ahead, Groff. Go ahead and make me a d4. 1, something's gonna happen. Technically, I roll, but there we go. Groff, go ahead and roll me
Let's
another
go.
d4.
You
It
want
could
that?
be something good. She didn't say something bad,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
You all watch as 3 more of these little guys shoot up from the ground as this one cackles and 3 more appear. It's a 25%
See,
chance.
something good did happen.
More
Not good for us.
friends.
Oh God.
It depends on your definition of something good, doesn't it?
These all.
More stuff to kill.
It's a good old... Actually, I'm just going to do this. It's a good old fun time. It's family friendly. I am going to give it...
Just a little bit of XP delivery.
Ah, yes, in the game where I don't use XP. Yes. Perfect. We go to this one. Oh, wait, that's the one I was on. Wait, what the fuck was this one? Who's this one? Who? Oh, it's up there. Oh. Alright, Groff, go and roll me another d4. It's really matter, but I'm gonna put them up here. Alright. Apologies. These should all be purple, technically. Right, I'm gonna double check because how the wording is. Yeah. I'm gonna use their initiative order instead of writing them all down. So these 3 are gonna move in on this gentleman's turn. One, 2, and then that one will dash, so that one's turn's done. We're gonna go to this one, who is going to slash at you. Althea? 5 to hit is
Nope.
unfortunately gonna miss.
Little tickle.
Oh no.
I'm also gonna have this one, even though it's done its thing, it is gonna move in now that it has. There.
Felt like a little mosquito bite.
Now this one, Fess and Fleur. You get the cone out. There we go. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. As this thing just expels cold air at you all.
Lovely.
That's a failure. For dex save, it's going to be in your top left of your sheet there, Vanny. It should say saving throws, and then under it, click dexterity.
Saving throws, dexterity.
Perfect.
17.
Alrighty, so I'm going to mark this gentleman having used I hate these icons are so useless. Like none of them make any sense for D&D. All right, there we go. That looks like a cone. That'll remind me. All right, Fleur. And can I? How do I do the damage? Why is the damage working? Bitch. Oh, come on. All right, I'm just gonna roll d4. Whatever. It's 2d4. Alrighty. Fleur, you're gonna take 3 cold damage, and Vanny, you're gonna take 1. So on your hit points, go ahead and bring it down by 1.
Okay.
So you'll be at 38.
Yeah.
I'll show you when you have your laptop. There's an easier way to do this when you're on the map screen. But for now, just put it on your sheet. Do it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Did you do it?
I did.
Okay. Why isn't this updating? Oh, and you guys can't see there.
No, for some reason we can't see our own. At least not on your screen.
I got you now. It's okay.
Aha.
It's teething. Edit. Remove. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Update default token. I don't know why it's not showing you with the 38 hit points. Well, whatever. I can do that for now. And then this gentleman. Dapper man. Not gentleman. My apologies. This dapper man. That's a bird. Sorry. Gender. There's that. Okay. That one's done that turn. Floki rolled that one already. Fast. So, as a reminder, every turn you've got your movement, which for you is 30 feet. She says confident. 35 feet. 35 feet.
Yeah.
So you can move up to 35 tiles during your turn. You also have an action. Now, this action can do a lot of things. You can attack. You could dash to move more. You could interact with things. You can use an item, etc., etc. Then you have a bonus action that if you have an action or something that gives you or lets you use a bonus action, you only get one of those, and then you have a reaction. So right now, what would you like to do? We'll help facilitate it.
Okay, so the main thing I'd like to do is I'd like to put down a cordon of arrows.
Okay. I gotta remember how this one works.
I plant 4 pieces of non-magical ammunition in the ground within range and lay magic upon them to protect an area until the spell ends. Whenever a creature other than myself comes in within 30 feet of the ammunition for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there, 1 piece of ammunition flies up to strike it.
Okay. So as a note, this will attack your companions. So think about this where you place this. All right. So where would you like to place this?
Okay, so the range of it is 5 feet.
Yeah, you have to put it within 5 feet of you.
Oh, within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, so you could move first if that's what you would like to do.
Okay. I can't really tell on the map where 5 feet of me from me is. Like,
So
I get that the wolf is probably outside of.
If you were on the screen, it would be a little bit better. But 5 feet is going to be each of these little circles. So each of you guys are taking up a 5 foot by 5 foot space. So
Okay.
I think whoever's pink is showing you, Zara's kind of showing you that it's going to be next to you. So you need to move if you don't want anyone to hit it.
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and move. Can I move in kind of in the middle of like the triangulation of the 3 things that are like just
Here? Yeah. So like here.
Yeah. So like move me in the middle of all those. And then
Okay.
put down the
You're going to
cordon
have to
arrow around
be
me.
next to one of them.
Oh, okay.
So which one would you like to be next to? Unless you win. I guess you could go around. You could go all the way up here without being too next to them. So you
Yeah.
could go. Wait, you're not gonna be able to see my stuff because I won't be able to see my own thing. I
Yeah.
could technically do it on here. Let me do it on here, and then it'd be like here, 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 and then you'd have the 5 feet like that.
Yeah, let me move. So the one that's furthest from me right now.
This one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, move me around there. That'd be great.
All right, go ahead, Ori, if you want to
Yeah.
move them. I would go
How,
two squares to the right of the top one, because they can go around. Yep. And then do you want to put it right there, or do you want to put it?
Or whatever.
Yeah. Do you want to take like a diagonal off of you?
I like there because that gives me a good line of sight, or like a clearer line of sight on the wolf as well.
Okay. So, but what I'm saying is, where do you want to put the cordon of arrows?
Oh, sorry. Like
you're
between,
fine. Don't apologize.
like
You're right.
between me and that.
Shannon, thank you so much for the read.
Yeah, like right between me and the enemy there.
Okay. So you're gonna be there, and then you'll. Do they show up as arrows, or do they show up as a flock? And then these will be like
So-
crows who fly at it, like little dive bombers.
Right. So when I plant the arrows, they're non-magical arrows. So like the action is I'm going to take 4 non-magical, just regular old arrows, put them in the ground in front of me. When they are activated, they will look like a magical crow that flies in and pierces.
Alrighty. So it's a 30-foot circle. Sorry, again. Can you, on your sheet, on this spell list, there's like a button that's like a chat bubble. Can you just click that for me, and that should put it in my chat so I can read it, just to make sure.
Let me. Haha.
Alright. So that is 30 feet there. You happy with that? You see that blue circle?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
perfect.
You can't see the blue circle.
I
I get
cannot right now, but
There you
I
go.
trust you.
So Althea and Fleur are both in this circle at this time.
Okay.
it does say at the very end, when you cast the spell, you can designate any creatures you choose in the
Oh,
spell.
thank you.
Oh.
Usually that's the.
Oh,
why would
yes. Thank you.
Why wouldn't it just? Oh, that's so annoying. Put it in the thing that says whenever a creature other than you or one that you designate. Don't. I hate
Right. Yep.
how. I
makes
hate
sense.
how these are worded sometimes.
Well, I mean, at least, it's a problem avoided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously I don't want to attack any of my allies.
All right.
So specifically these little ice creatures, I don't know if I can. The wolf is outside of the area, so it doesn't really need.
But
to
if
be
it comes in, you
designated.
can still designate it. So you're just
Okay.
saying anything that's not the wolf, or sorry, only the wolf and weird creature thingies.
Yes.
Okay. Again, sorry everyone. Just getting everything sorted here. All right. I've also given you on the right hand side. You have access to the this token now, so you'll be able to place it down without having to figure it out each time. But
Got it.
perfect. All right. I will put a number of little. Oh my goodness! Excuse me. There's 4 uses left, and just to confirm, it's when one ends its turn there, or enters there for the first time on that turn. Perfect.
And should
Alright.
I click like spell slots, like level 2
Yep.
spell slots? Should I just mark that I've used one? Okay.
Yeah, just click it down 1. So I think you have like 2 or 3 right now. It's probably 2.
I have
And then
2, yeah.
So you'll have 1 left to use for that. All right.
Perfect.
That is that. You have used almost all of your movement. You technically have 5 feet if you wanted to go anywhere else. But that's it. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm okay being right there.
Okay. Very well. It is now the pupper's turn. Well, I say the pupper. I forgot we got many puppers on this board
Wait,
right
yeah, wow.
now. Sorry.
Just
Sorry,
erased.
sorry, Shannon.
Really?
Puppy erasure.
That is a pupper. Lavetta is the pupper.
Exactly.
So, how do I... Alright, well, you know what? You guys watch as this pupper turns to you, Zara, and Graf. And it's going to kind of look at you before howling. And you see that sort of blue, twisting energy start to seep into its mouth. And it's very reminiscent of a creature you most recently fought. As it brings its mouth down and exhales a cone of cold. So this is going to be in a 15-foot cone. So yeah, Zara and Graf, I am going to need dexterity saving throws from you two. 12. And Graf. Alright. What's the advantage from? There's no advantage right now, right? Oh, danger sense. Masibu. Cool. You guys both succeed. The DC was 12. Therefore, you are going to take half the amount of damage once I have rolled it. That is going to be 10 points of cold damage to the two of you. So there you go. 10 points of cold damage for both. Why is some of these HP totals not updating? You've done yours, right, Garaf?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay. I was like, my brain was just trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Alright, perfect. Alright. That is the, that puppa's turn. And it will, that will be, that. Lavetta, your turn. Finally.
The pupper. Woohoo!
The thing is, after all of this, like Lavetta really didn't want to fight. Like, we're fighting wolves and shit. She's just over here really not wanting to.
Give me a nature check. It's a free action.
Okay, one sec.
Very well. As you look at this wolf, there's something weird about it. The energy that surrounds it doesn't feel natural. You've seen wolves, winter wolves, before. Now, I know this creature's called a winter wolf, but my point is you've seen wolves of winter, beautiful white, pelts before, and there's something sort of strange about this, unnatural, as this energy circles around them. It's like a monstrosity of a creature. I believe that I do. What would you like to do? But I wanted to give you that tidbit, if that helps with the RP.
Yes, it does, actually. You know me well, thank you.
There we go.
Alrighty, to start off with... You guys probably know what I'm gonna do at this point.
You go pupper mode?
Just trying to... I wasn't gonna go pupper mode, I still haven't sorted that out yet. I'm just trying to... Sorry, I'm having like a really bad focused aim, so I'm just trying to like...
Oi, no apologizing.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet, and it's 4 p.m. and
I'm going to kick your ass.
Why?
No, it's fine.
We are gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna get my totem because the totem. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give our totem buddy, our buddy totem.
He's just a little guy.
It's
Yeah,
just
you better.
little-
You better.
Excuse me.
Wait, was that sound?
I don't know.
Oh,
okay, there we go. 1 second.
What sound did you hear?
I said
Okay.
just a little guy.
I didn't hear a sound.
What thingy are you gonna thingy?
Wolf. Well, unicorn, but wolf.
Pupper. Good
Basically,
boy.
yes, pupper, yes. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, she's gonna use her spirit.
No, that wasn't to you. I was talking about the wolf.
Okay,
that
okay.
clear.
I was gonna say.
That wasn't to you, you
That's
potato.
Good girl.
There you
Oh
go.
my god, anyway, and moving swiftly on, she is then also. God, music just suddenly kicked in. She's. Yeah, how many people need healing? You know what, Zara can wait. Zara can wait a little bit. She no, because like not everyone's injured. It's just like 2 of you guys. It's like we can wait for a bit. She's just like, okay, well I've got you. I didn't want to fight in the first place, but we move.
No, oops, ignore that. That's just a
Same
second
as
level.
Why is there 2 of me?
Wait,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm doing something.
Why is there
You know-
2?
she
Don't worry
multiplied.
about- Ignore it.
Mitosis. Okay, all right.
She's not there. She's
Fuck.
not real. She can't hurt you.
Oh, okay.
No,
Just to
it's
be
not
sure,
part-
what's your little spirit thingy that you're doing? Because I know you have one that has some hit points. I didn't have to add them hit points, right?
No, that's not the
I
head
didn't
point
miss
ones.
something,
This
right?
one
Okay,
gives
that's
you
what I need to make sure.
advantage, though, on perceiving anything in its circle. Yep. So what are we doing? Yeah. So you said
Plus we get the
action.
buffs and stuff when I'm healing. But yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So Lovetta's gonna do that. What's the distance? Alright, well. Sorry, what?
What spell are you casting?
You know what? We're gonna YOLO this. We never use this, but we're gonna YOLO this. She's gonna attempt.
That's a good sign.
Oh.
She's
Go
gonna
ahead.
attempt guiding bolt
Oh god.
What?
on this beam right here.
The papa?
The
Or on
papa.
Groff? Okay.
No, not on Groff. On the papa. She's gonna. But I rolled like shit, so I don't know if I'm. Does it hit?
That's
Shadowheart, is that you?
It's unfortunately a miss. So make sure you mark down the spell slot.
It's fine. It's
Mark
okay,
down the
it's
spell
fine.
slot though.
Yeah, I know. That's. She's just gonna go for a little bit, and that's gonna end my turn there, I guess.
Okay, give me. You look here. Look, I did something here. You don't need this old stinky Lavetta. You've got this cool new Lavetta.
Taps and
Even stinkier.
That's rude.
The cool thing about this one is you will notice it acts like your totem. You know how you can change the sides of your totem?
Oh my god! Thank you.
I got you. There you go. So that one, if you do go pupper mode, there you go. All right, we're at the top.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I just removed you from the order, but I'm pretty sure we were on. Let me just pull up your. That would. This is what happens.
It
when I
was the
get
4.16.
Thank you. Alrighty, we are at Zara.
Right. Well, since Graf is next to next to a pupper, she's gonna just stab a pupper again.
We do not use the definitive article for this, wolf.
With this one.
That hits.
Alright, and I can add sneak attack because Graf is within 5 feet.
That is correct.
This will
Wow.
be a boy.
Wow.
8. Okay. And I assume you're going to do an offhand attack.
Yes, but then she'll go for the... So she's like, wow, and then offhand to the side on the other one. The little flying, cackling thing.
Little thing that if you play Baldur's Gate, you know exactly what this thing is. You just haven't realized it yet.
Are they in the Shadow Curse lands?
No.
Then
There are there these ones in the Shadow?
No, I was
Fuck, you might
thinking about
know.
the crows, never mind.
No, these guys, where I know they are, they're near the Grimforge. But they're not ice.
In the
I
lava?
mean, Falky knows what these are.
Does each one of hit?
I like your status right now, Falky.
What?
Is it murdering again?
No, it's AI's theft.
AI
I want to
theft.
know what triggered that.
Why? Because there's a bunch of people who are making characters for something, and they
all
all
use an AI.
chose to do AI generated instead of having actual artists make things.
Yeah. So a goal for my campaign is to get everyone custom mod at some point. But yeah, that's a discussion for later. Anyway, Zara, you're doing your offhand. That misses.
It's her turn.
Oh.
Okay. So having this Mephit or other ice creature directly in front of her, Floor is going to focus on it. And actually, they're going to go ahead and use Chromatic Orb. But they're
Okay.
going to expend a sorcery point to twin the spell.
Okay.
And both will be focused on the one right next to her.
What type of damage?
Fire.
Okay. And what level?
I'm just gonna cast it at first level.
Can you? And you can. I don't know much about sorcerers. You can twin leveled spells.
Yes. So it costs me 1 sorcery point per level.
Got it.
And
Okay.
And with twinning spells, it has to be a spell that doesn't already have multiple targets, so I can't twin.
Perfect.
For example,
Perfectly
Scorching
fine.
Ray.
I don't know sorcerers well.
Yep.
Alrighty. So go ahead and you're gonna do a ranged spell attack for this. At hits, go ahead and click Chromatic Orb to see what it is. That is going to be 16 fire damage, and that's the one in front of you.
No, sorry.
Oh, the 8. Sorry, my apologies. I misread that.
Yeah, the 8
yeah.
is to hit it the
And
second time.
This is the one in front of you?
Yes, the one directly in front of me.
You release these orbs, and this gentleman in front of you explodes into a bunch of ice shards. However, I need a dex saving throw from you. You, okay, and then I gotta roll a... Oh, you take no damage. You watch as this thing dies and explodes. It explodes into a bunch of shards, and the shards come at you, but you kind of just luckily dodge all the shards.
And that's what makes me fumble the other cast.
All right. Very well. You done?
Now that this creature is dead, Floor is going to back up 10 feet, but yes.
All right. Gruff.
I see Big Dog. I'm going to attack Big Dog.
You leave that big dog alone. What big dog
No
did you?
Cliffording allowed.
Oh no. Go ahead.
I'll do it reckless.
All right. That hits. Both hit.
12.
12. Yeah. This thing is now starting to look a little messed up.
And I reposition.
Although
Enter.
I can't say bloodied because it's not bleeding. Every time you hit it, the blood seems to just go towards Zara's dagger. It's thirsty. Alrighty, Groff. This little guy went to the market. He is going to at the individual in front of him. I need a dexterity saving throw from you as it breathes on you.
Wait, who?
You.
Okay. Need to make sure. Dexterity, right?
Yes. That is successful, so you're going to take half damage. This is 2d4. 3 cold damage as it breathes on you. All right.
Hey. No.
What? You good, Vanny?
No?
Sorry.
Is there a cat?
Yes, there's a cat.
All enemies immediately
Baby.
leave the battlefield.
Okay,
No.
bye.
Apologies.
All right. Althea, remember your hand axes are in this wolf.
My hand
Sorry, I
axes.
had been muted.
You're fine. What would you like
So
to do,
is
Althea?
there's 2 in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm. Am I going to have you roll a d8? Is that what the giggle's for?
Oh, I didn't think about that one. Wait a minute. See, now you've changed my mind.
Oh! Oh, you were gonna... Oh, I know what you were gonna do. You should still do that. That's still funny.
But now you're making me want to change my mind and think about it. But you know what? No, I'm gonna rage.
Go ahead and roll me a d8.
D8. It's not that bad.
Alrighty. So, for Floor and Fess, you guys notice as this woman screams out yelling, this almost burst of energy appears from her, and that energy is extremely familiar. It is reminding you a lot where you just came from. As Alfea, you scream and yell, and all of a sudden, within 10 feet of you, a bunch of plants start sort of growing up, like vines and various thorns and whatnot. So everything around you is going to be
Difficult terrain.
difficult terrain there, bud. Why can't I...
Oh,
Wait.
shit. That's not good for me.
No, because unfortunately... What is that going to be? Let me just measure it. Well, unfortunately for you, it's, you know, they're flying and you're not, so...
Shit.
But it's okay, it's cool, you're not raging.
I am now raging. I am now. And I'm gonna take my hand axe and smack the one. This one.
Okay.
That's here. And
You mean your
don't-
great axe, not your hand axe?
My great axe. So yeah, my great axe. Yeah, my great
Yeah.
axe. That's what I meant. But
Go ahead. That is... Holy fuck. Okay, did that double the damage too? I don't know if it did. Why didn't double it? Go ahead and click... just roll me another d12.
another D12. Okay.
Does rage damage get doubled, Falky?
No, because flat modifier.
Okay.
So it's a D10.
Yeah.
Or wait, do we do it?
D12.
D12. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
D12.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Holy shite. You watch as this woman screams. All these plants shoot up from under her, and then she takes her great axe and then just slices this creature in half. You said the top one?
Yes.
I need a dexterity saving throw. You have advantage because of uncanny dodge.
Wait, which one?
Dex.
Oh yeah, I have also. Yeah. Where is it?
Top left.
I lost it. Thank you. No.
You take no damage as this thing explodes into shards of ice. All right. That is your turn. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, we go with this one up here. Just gonna fly down to Fast. It was in the circle already. Oh! No, actually... Oh no, I haven't even had my turn yet. No, that's fine. Alright, this one's gonna come here. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Fast.
Okay. It's gonna be ability, dexterity, saving throws. 14.
That is a success. You're only going to take 3 points of cold damage. Now, the types of damage typically don't matter unless you have vulnerabilities or resistance to them, and you would know if you did. But it's just like something. It's like one of those added-on things. So you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. This one is ending its turn, which means one of your arrows goes off. So go ahead and roll. Can you see the chat, or do you just have your sheet?
I can see the chat on your screen.
Okay.
Like on your screen. But I can't see.
Right. All right. For now, we'll just have Ori roll them for you. Ori, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I got to roll a dexterity saving throw as a crow comes at it.
I do have like a thing where it like has a dice where I can roll a different type
you
of
do.
dice.
That's
Yeah.
what I'll need here in a second. Let me just see if it beats your DC. What is your DC? So on your spell page on the top, it should say spell save DC. So you know that spell where all your spells are listed at the very, very top. It'd be in big number. Somewhere between 10 and 20.
Spell save DC is 12.
Perfect. So this succeeds. So go ahead and roll me a d6 as a spectral crow flies at this thing.
3.
Take still damage.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like the actual sounds of just a little tiny bomb being dropped.
Little tiny bomber crow.
All right, now you made your dex save, so you took your 3 points of damage. It's ended your turn. Now we go to this one, who is going to do the same. It's going to go here. It's going to stand on your crows. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here. It's going to go for you here. And I need another dex save, please. Perfect. So you're going to take half damage here. So you're going to take 2 points of cold damage as it buddies all cold on you. Now it's going to make another deck. This one's going to make a deck save. Fail. So go ahead and another one of the arrows is going to succeed in its mark. So go ahead and roll me another d6. 4 damage as a diver crow, has crowed in of arrows attacks. Cool. Now, additionally, the one it summoned is going to go off, which is the one next to Althea. Thea, go ahead and make me a deck save.
With advantage, correct?
Yes.
Yes, because I have danger sense.
But with because you didn't reckless. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, with advantage. I didn't think reckless would apply anyways, but yeah. Go ahead. That's a nat 20 and a nat 1. That's amazing. You're gonna take 3 points of damage, cold damage, as it breathed down on you. And then this one is going to do a dex save. Critically failed. Vanny, go ahead and give me another d6.
Okay.
As it hits. Oh! Alright. I think that's all the purple ones. We go to this one over here, who's going to come to Groff and is going to go here. And it's going to aim that way. Let me give it a little bonk. Groff deck save. Another 7. That is a success. So you're going to take that 3 points of cold damage as it breathes down on ye. All right, Fast, your turn. Is Cordon of Arrows it's very likely a concentration spell.
I am not sure of that spell.
No, it's not. It's not. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Very well. Also, you took. God, why isn't your health updating? What is happening?
I don't know. I am doing it in the app. I'm down to 33.
All right, I'm just gonna do it manually. All right. Just let me know if it's not the same. when I do that.
Got it.
All right.
I will. Yeah, I was gonna call it out. Okay. So I have 2 that are directly threatening me at the moment.
Correct. So I think I explained how attacks of opportunity work. You need to then use your action to disengage, which is sort of like you're very carefully backing up. Costs your action.
Yeah.
Though. If you don't and you move out, they will get what are known as attacks of opportunity on you, which allows them to use their basic attack to swing at you. Now, granted, you can do the same thing,
Right.
But in this case, yeah.
I don't have a ton of like.
Could do the thing. Could do the thing.
Oh, yeah, that thing. That's under abilities and skills, is it? Or
Features and traits, bottom right.
features
Where
and
am I?
traits?
Thing die. Oh, because the thing stopped existing for a second. Sorry, anyone who's listening to music. There you go. It is. You don't need to click on the thing. You can just click on the wording. So don't click on the settings thing.
Apologies.
It is going to be same thing. Just click on that. There you go. And then there's that. So you could do that. But I was also gonna say well, I don't know if that would work. Do you have you have your sickles? You could attack with your sickles and then use that thing. I would stop clicking don't click the gear, just click the wording, and then you can open and close.
Sorry,
You're fine.
it's not like it's just a drop down arrow.
it.
It's not a
Okay.
gear. So like
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah.
You could
I
do
can't.
that.
Yeah, that sounds good. I guess I can't see what Gathered Swarm does because I keep clicking
you can.
something and you don't want me to click it. So
No, you can click it. That's fine. It's in the chat now too. But
yeah.
you can click that if that helps you read it. There you go. But basically, you'll be able to attack it and then add a d6.
Okay.
Which on your
Yeah,
sheet
let's
I
do
have
that.
it, and then I gotta remember how favored foe works in a second. When you hit a creature, you can mark it as your favorite enemy. So if you
Okay.
attack, you can add that d4. So which one are you gonna go for?
I'll go for the pink one, I think.
Okay. So go ahead and on your sheet you should see sickle in your attacks and spellcasting.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And
It looks like there's a dice next to it. Do I roll that?
Yeah, why isn't it? Oh, it is adding your. No, but sickles are finesse, aren't they? Let me double check. They're not. Oh. So that is strength. Is that right? Oh. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and go ahead and click on the dice. Should roll it. There you go. Now, what's the +2 from? Oh, that's not going to count. So it is just the 8, which unfortunately will miss.
Okay.
And you can't use any of the other things when you're attacking.
Gotcha. Swing and
but-
miss.
Yeah, and I don't think with this thing here that you can. Yeah, it's not going to help you there, I don't think. But you get an extra attack because you're a ranger at 5th level. So you missing that one, you can try to hit again.
Okay, so do I just roll again?
Mm-hmm. Is that right? Is that calculating
Even
it right?
worse. I don't know. says it's a d20 plus 3.
Yeah, it is. It's just you're rolling really unfortunate. You rolled a 5 and then a 2. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, wow.
All right. That's about it you can do on your turn if you want to move, but you will take those attacks of opportunity if you do.
Does the Fessor has 2 sickles, right?
Yes, but if you're going to do an offhand attack, you have to succeed on the first one.
Really?
I think. Or I might be thinking Baldur's Gate 3. Back to the thing!
You don't need to succeed on the first.
Oh, there you go. You should be able to click your... You can click your sickle once again, because it doesn't add your damage anyways. So go ahead.
Okay.
You just can't add your ability. Why is your
Finally.
thing blue? Why is it blue?
I don't know.
It's like a weird blue.
What the hell?
It's cool. It's a nat 20. So that succeeds, which means you not only succeeded on the attack, and once per turn. So yeah, go ahead and click on that. It will. You can mark it as your favorite foe.
Okay.
Which I put a mark on it. Go ahead and click on the word sickle in the chat. I don't know if you're going to be able to. You probably can't. So I'm going to click it for you. I'll click it for you.
Thank you.
Why is it giving... Oh, right. But his favorite... What is the one...
Die?
Oh, no, okay. Because they succeed... They critted, so they get the 3 slashing. But then the piercing... So the favorite foe does an additional 1d4. Let me read the wording. But the favored foe, the ranger, increases the damage by 1d4. So you increase that damage by 1d4. Now I will mark it down that you've used this. Yeah, that seems right. So would you like to explain what happens from Gathering Storm or Gathering Swarm?
So basically, you've now seen, like, I take one swipe, miss horribly. Take another swipe, miss horribly. And then finally connect, and as I connect, like, all of these corvid spirits materialize around me and pierce the enemy that I'm attacking.
You watch as this creature is just consumed by just this flock of birds around it. You guys have now figured out what type of ranger Fess is. They are a swarm keeper. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with swarm keepers, but basically they control swarm, and that's what's happened here. They're going to be dead, so they're not going to be able to make that strength saving throw. I need a dex save from you.
Okay.
As it goes boom. Success! Go ahead and you're going to take 1 point of slashing damage as this thing, as it explodes, the shards, one of them slashes you. And the flock of crows returns. Why you at 31? Did I miss one earlier? I must have.
No, I just went down to 31. You said I take 1 point of slashing
Yeah, I had you at 33 for some reason. All right, that's fine. You're fine. Yeah, so the crows return to your space and are sort of, you see how these crows are sort of like landing on her or like flying above her. It's quite beautiful and quite terrifying at the same time. That is your turn. Anything else you'd like to do?
Like, kind of praise my swarm. Like, oh, good job, everyone.
All right. Zara, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d6? On 5 or 6, something will happen. Okay. The puppa is going to turn to Graf, who has hit it quite a lot, does not like it behind it, and is going to omnom you. It's going to omnom you, and you reckless, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 16
Barely hits.
for 9 piercing damage, and I'm going to need a strength saving throw. So this thing like jumps up. It's like on its hind legs and brings its claws down on you, and you have to sort of like lower yourself down a little bit to prepare as this thing tries to knock you over. But it does not succeed. Alright, Lavetta.
Alrighty, so Lavetta looks over at Zara, and obviously she's just been standing back as Zara pretty much takes a beating at this point. So she kneels down to Valen, and she just like ruffles his fur, and she's like, go get her. And she casts Cure Wounds through Valender.
Okay, so go ahead and move Valender's token.
Who boops. Who goes and pretty much like boops her continuously on the knee. It's going to be cast at level 2, which would be 2d8s plus 7. So,
What's the plus? Does that sound right?
it's plus 7, so it's Druid level 3. You've got the totem buff, which is plus 3, equivalent to the level. Then you have Disciple, which is 2 plus
So
the
just go
spell's
ahead
level,
on
which
your attacks and spellcasting on your sheet. Go ahead and just click Cure Wounds.
Yep.
And it should ask you what spell level. Okay, so Zara, you get 27 points of healing.
Noise.
If I add 27, will I overheal or will it just cap?
It will overheal.
Or
So
do I need to
just type in 27 and it'll put you at your max. And then everyone in the circle, which is everyone else, gets 7 points of healing. So Groff, Furua, Fess, you guys are all healed for 7 points of healing. Right? Anything else you'd like to do?
That's me. Okay, this is gonna be a really new big question. Casting is my action, right? I couldn't attack like with a melee weapon or anything.
Not a newbie question. So if you read on the spell, it'll tell you how much that costs to do. So Cure Wounds is an action, but something like Healing Word is a bonus action. However,
Okay, cool. I was just double checking.
You wouldn't be able to do Cure Wounds and Healing Word at the same time, because you can only do one leveled spell.
Yep.
It's not like Baldur's Gate. Perfect. We are at the top of the turn order.
Yep.
Zara.
Let's go again. Feeling refreshed, feeling guided by Valender's boots.
It's like a Roomba.
I heard that wrong.
Just like, this thing's like a Roomba, and it's just like bumping into you
Monk,
over and
monk,
over.
monk.
You get a +3 because you are flanking the papa. Groff was very clever in his positioning. Unfortunately,
It's still not enough.
13. So you do your offhand.
That's what we're gonna do.
23. That hits.
Now I don't. Does the sneak attack only because I've already tried? It doesn't count, right?
No, sneak attack is just the first successful attack.
Oh, okay, never mind.
7 stabbies. Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope.
Fleur.
Alright. Floor is going to take the moment to breathe before casting Scorching Ray once again. This time, one is going up here, one is going after the one next to Althea, and one's going on the one next to Zara.
Sorry, Althea, Zara, and what was the third one?
The one next to
Yeah,
us.
go ahead and give me 3 attack rolls. Or 3 of
Alrighty.
your magic attacks. What's Scorching
Y'all.
Ray.
So, 1,
Okay, success. Success.
and 3.
Success. All 3 succeed.
Okay. So,
Now, which one's the designation? So which one's 1, which one's 2, which one's 3?
so Fess is 1. The one next to Fess is 1. The one next to Althea is 2, and the one next to Zara is 3.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
So,
I just need to know for damage.
Yep.
Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. And that is the third one. They look as just part of their body burns off. They are all still fluttering around. But the one up by Fast is not looking good.
Actually, 1 second. I need to read something.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to spend one of my sorcery points to empower this spell, which, because it's all the same spell, allows me to reroll all the damages. I just have to accept the second result.
Go ahead.
Alright. Try this again.
Okay. Second.
Much better.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm adding 3 damage to both of them. That's correct. So,
Yeah, the two of the
not the
second
top
ones.
one. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
the top one doesn't matter. So the top one, as you shoot that firing bolt, it explodes, which, for some reason, won't say why, makes this one explode. So Althea and Fess, I need dex saving throws.
I was wondering.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Althea, you have uncanny dodge. Not that it helped. All right, this first one is for Crofessa, and the second one is for Althea. So Althea, you take 7 points of slashing damage, which you are raging, so you're going to take 3 points of slashing damage. And then Fess, you take 2.
Okay, I'm at 36.
Why you got 36?
Because I only got 7 points of healing.
Right.
So
Yeah,
31 plus
There you
7
go.
is 38.
Yep, perfect. All right, so the only living ones are the 2 near the puppa and the puppa hit self.
Well done, Floor.
Groff.
Bad dog.
Oh, takes 25,000 psychic damage.
Just mean.
Vicious mockery.
I can't compete with the level of psychic damage, but I can compete with the level of physical damage.
The dog growls in response. Bad green thing. Okay. Yep, both hit.
14.
Alrighty.
And that'll
Anything
be
else
all.
like- Alrighty. This one is still alive. Zara, go ahead and make me a d6.
D6?
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Alright, go ahead and make a dex saving thing through. You recharge my spell.
Oh, shit.
That's successful, so you're going to take 2 points of cold damage as it breathes on you. Okay, and Althea.
That's me.
That's you.
It's you!
That's me. Give me a second.
I'm gonna use the wrench to signify that there are 2 hand axes sticking out the back of this wolf's pelt.
Okay. I'm going to move myself a little bit closer.
So as a reminder, this is gonna be difficult terrain, so it's gonna
Yep.
take you 20 feet of movement to get out.
That's fine with me.
Okay, so you get out, and then you have your normal movement.
Yep.
Sorry, there.
And
Like that.
mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't see my thing.
Oh, I can't see a
Like
thing.
that.
Yep, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
Burn, baby, burn.
So you need to roll.
Oh, it's Dex save, isn't it? Let me just get the wording on it. Each creature within 15 feet cone must make a Dex saving
Oh,
throwing
ignore
throw.
rage.
Okay, half as much. Oh, you will have to end rage if you're going to cast a spell.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ignore the rage. So I said
Okay.
ignore the rage.
Oh, so it wouldn't have mattered for the. That is gone as the plants wither and fall into the snow. Under the snow. Jon Snow. Dex save throws.
Mhm.
That's the pupper. Failure. And I keep closing the MFFF. And I close the window. Dex. They both. What's your state? It's like 10, right? Oh, I get
It's 14.
14. Oh, yeah.
This is
Okay.
there.
So go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and.
It's also-
Oh. 7. Oh, that's a really unfortunate roll. Okay. Alright. So -7 on this one. And this one explodes, which means I'm going to need
Uh-oh.
another Dex saving throw from Papa. Okay. Papa succeeds, and Zara. Zara, go ahead and make me a Dex saving throw.
Sorry, Zara.
You're
That's
fine. Burning people up.
1 point of slashing damage to you and the wolf as it explodes into shards of ice. All right, is that your turn, Elfia?
Yes.
All right, this one is Dej. This one is Dej. This one next to Groff. Groff, go ahead and roll me a d6. Alrighty, that does not recharge. Therefore, it is going to slash you. 22, I'm assuming he's going to hit. And you also reckless, right? In your last turn?
Yeah, that barely hit.
I just wanted to see if I'm not crit farming. Alright. 3 slashing plus 1 cold. Alrighty. 4, because you are not raged. You're not angry. And that is that. That is its turn. Fess, it is your turn. Nope, didn't mean to do a count. I don't know, Vanny?
Sorry, it's me.
It is you.
So the wolf is really like the only thing still up aside from that other
Yeah, it's just these two.
flying one that's behind Groff from my position. I'm going to can I move 30 feet into like that, like basically just directly to the left?
Oh,
Or whatever my movement range
fucker.
is.
Thank you so much,
What's
Lily. I am the best streamer. I'm the best streamer. It's fine.
What did you do?
The category was GTA 5.
Oh
Thank
no!
you.
Oh
Thank you.
my god.
The whole time.
I had the title right. It was just the category. Anyways,
Yeah, GTA looks different.
so what do you want to do? You want to move within?
Yeah, I basically want to move like directly to the left. Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, like 30, 35
your full
feet,
movement.
whatever my.
You can go 35. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then
go ahead
I'm
and move
gonna
Mori.
attack with my. I'm gonna attack with my longbow. I think this time.
And actually go a little bit further. There you go. Yeah. So make sure you have archery marked because you get a +2 as that is your fighting style.
I don't know how to do that. I just see.
So under your
longbow.
attacks, there's a
Okay.
thing that says global attack modifier. You see that?
I don't know if they can see that.
Okay. Well, I've marked it. Go ahead and click your longbow.
Okay, perfect. Combat longbow.
That
Nice.
hits. Go ahead. I'll click your damage. I
Okay.
assume are you going to mark this one?
Yes.
As it? Okay. So I will
As
put
favored
the.
foe.
Yep, it is marked. And again, as these crows, explain it. How would you like to explain it?
Yeah, I mean pretty much what you saw before. Only this time instead of like just piercing through like with sickle slashes, basically, you see Fess like pull the longbow back and shoot the arrow, and as the arrow flies, like these spectral crows like kind of swirl around the arrow and pierce as the arrow hits.
Perfect. You have another attack.
Okay. I'm gonna do the bow again.
Yeah, I have to make sure, and I think your favorite foe thing is that twice? It's one per turn. Let me double. Oh no, it's whenever you hit. I think. Let me
It's
double
your first time you hit your favorite foe on a turn.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
so I'll just click
That
the
makes
buttons, and then you can click your button again.
Okay.
That hits.
Nice.
Click the damage. For 8 piercing damage. Yeah, this thing's not looking great.
Stabby. Distant stabby.
That was excellent. Sorry, I'm just doing 3 things at once. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
All right. Okay. I'm just double checking something. Go ahead. Oh, it's the wolf's turn. Zara, go ahead and roll me a d6. Anyway. Sorry, I was double checking how I wanted to rule on flanking for melee versus ranged attacks.
That's fair.
Cool. I'm just making a decision myself. Alrighty, Zara. Oh, come on, Melina. That's no fun. All right. Well, it's
Sorry.
It's time to snack on Groff, and it gets advantage. Groff, 20 hits, I'm assuming.
Barely.
13 points of piercing damage. that knock you down?
Ouch.
No, I'm still up.
Oh, you have 13. All right, and you do not get knocked down. Perfect. Where'd you get the 3? Did you miscalculate it earlier? Because I thought you were at 13.
I accidentally did 7 damage to myself
Okay.
instead of 4.
Perfectly
missed
fine.
The number.
This wolf is sort of... It's a lot lower to the ground, and it's trying to gauge how to get out of this right now. Lavetta.
Well, she was gonna attack with her longbow and then use healing word as a bonus action, but because Graf is slightly injured, just a little bit.
Just a scratch.
Just a flesh wound.
She's got a flesh wound.
Indeed. She is once again going to cast healing word, not healing word, the Accu Wounds through Vaylanda, who's gonna do a little.
Oh, wait, is that the way Valander's going?
It
I
was
want you to
going to
confirm
be. Yes.
I want you to confirm exactly how they're doing this.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
It was
Okay,
gonna be.
so it goes here. Once it leaves the wolf's control, this is zone of control. Oh, it's a large. It's still 5 feet though. Yeah. All right. It's gonna try to bite Valander.
What the fuck?
What the
Oh
fuck?
my goodness.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
This
Angry
wolf,
frosty boy.
as Valander
I
tries
think-
to run. You go ahead.
I think Valandar might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, as Valander leaves this wolf's zone of control, it snaps its head at Valander, chomps it with its teeth, picks it up, throws Valander up in the air, and starts just like a T-Rex just eats this young little wolf cub. But there's no blood, there's no gore, it just disappears.
Excuse me?
The wolf
So
licks
much
its
psychic
lips.
damage.
The wolf licks its lips. Ah, the taste of young. It says.
That's cannibalism.
That's survival, it responds.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Well, she is, because we can't do that shit now. Lavetta is gonna take her longbow and she's gonna point it at the fucking wolf, and she's gonna.
My god!
She attempts to throw. She pulls it back, but then it just
the
kinda,
string
like,
snaps and hits you on the hand.
yeah.
You can't focus.
I just watched
So
your
many
baby
tears
get
in
in.
eyes.
And wait, I can't. Can I cast healing word as a bonus, or
Mm-hmm.
okay? She's just gonna look defeated and just be like, fine, I'll cast healing word at level 2.
Now, technically, you have to be able to hold your spellcasting focus, but longbows you don't need to hold with 2 hands after you release it. So, yeah, you're fine. Go ahead and roll healing word.
I mean, she
whatever
kind
level
of
you want.
failed at it, like defeated anyway.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm being generous. Don't argue with me.
I appreciate you.
That's still a lot of healing. So, Groth, you're gonna get 20 points of healing, and then everyone else gets 7 points of healing. So you're back at top health. Fast, Flo, Lavetta, Alfia, same thing.
Yep, me too.
Alrighty. As this little wolf howls, you all get healing. Anything else, Lavetta?
She falls to her knees and just kind of sobs a little bit, because like every single time Vaylanda gets defeated, it just hurts. So she just
Trust me,
kneels
I
down.
know. I have a crazy DM on Sundays who likes to aim for my familiar.
I'm sorry.
She
Maybe
just-
you shouldn't put them in fireball range.
She pats her pocket, which still contains her gecko, and vows to not relinquish him. And then said, "The thing's over now. I need to get food quickly, but I'll be listening. I'll be right back."
Okay. Zara.
She's eating, thank God.
I know. I'm sorry.
Why do you have a point of exhaustion still, Zara? Is that from way earlier? That's gotta be from earlier.
It's from way earlier.
Yeah, okay. You're fine.
Wait, it's my turn?
Mm-hmm. I just added something to your sheet, too. Under global attack modifiers.
Wait.
Under your attacks, you should have global attack modifiers.
I see, okay, yeah, let me do that first.
I'm adding it to everyone's sheet right now.
Zara obviously sees Lovetta's tiny pupper get
Oh, it happened right in front of you.
yoinked. And she's just gonna try to stab the neck. Actually, she's gonna take a deep breath. Doesn't matter that I don't need advantage. We're taking the fucking advantage. She's like, I am going to get in that wolf's neck very fucking good.
Ooh,
Hopefully.
ooh, ooh, ooh. That's
Who?
where are you getting the advantage
Oh,
from?
whoa!
From your aiming bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. Plus the 3 because you're flanking. That's a 30 to hit, which hits. For 9.
I don't know where that +2 came from.
It's because it
'Cause
crit.
you
Oh.
crit.
So you get it. Yeah.
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 That's 17 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Which,
We did say bad dog.
Zara, I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question for you. How would you like to do this?
Oh, Zara feels fucking. She sees Lovetta on her knees in the corner of her eye, and she's fucking angry. And she takes everything that she's learned, and she knows exactly where to aim. And even though there's no blood spurting out of it, she just plunges that dagger right in the neck. And just pushes deeper and deeper and deeper.
I would say it gurgles on blood as you do, but there's no blood. It just collapses to the ground. And because of the awesomeness of that moment, the little creature next to you, Groff, it sort of just like, well, it can't shit itself in scaredness. I guess it's just gonna explode in ice. Which you can roll dex save for me. Which you'll have advantage on. But it'll be 1d8. And 1 point of healing. Or 1 point of cold, I mean. As it explodes. Very well. You are all successful and out of combat.
Nobody died.
Well, no, a lot of things died.
Oh, no, nobody we care about.
What the fuck?
Except for the puppy.
Yeah.
And nothing of value was lost on this day.
Right. The puppy.
Zara just calmly gets her dagger back. Gets her other daggers back.
Avlia grabs both her hand axes.
Doesn't care about cleaning them off, just puts them in their belt. And then she goes over to Lovetta.
seen these creatures before. They weren't very friendly.
No, they were not. You did marvelously, though.
It seems to me that they don't like fire.
No. He didn't like fire very much at all.
Okay, Max, sorry about that.
I took revenge.
Oh yeah, Zara just murdered the wolf.
Heck yes! Because Bish was about to cast a moonbeam if that didn't happen, even though I should have done that earlier. But
Oh,
I
that
was
would've
like,
been for a various number of reasons. Anyways,
What?
nothing. All right. Well, you are all here.
Zara helps Lovetta back on her feet.
she stands back up and just looks around. Why did we have to attack anything? They didn't even go for us.
I went for them.
No one ever tries to talk things out.
It was about to, like, bite their head off.
There you go, Zara.
Thank you.
I know. Well, did they drop anything? And she looks around.
Investigation.
Zara, in the meantime, checks, like, the area around them.
Okay, perception. Lovetta, you sort of search around, and a lot of the mephiphates have sort of exploded in ice, and there's nothing that really remains of them except ice and dust. The wolf lays there, not bloody, though it doesn't seem to have anything.
Does it have skin?
It does have, that's what I was going to get to. Yeah, it does have its fur.
She immediately walks up to the wolf with her dagger and attempts to skin it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Now, I have to remember, I want to say it's... It's going to be a survival check. And are you going to do anything to this roll before you try it?
To this what?
To the roll.
I mean, I can't really use, like, guidance or anything on it, can I?
Why not?
I'm always so confused with guidance. I never know when to use it or not.
So guidance
guess
is good for
so.
ability checks. That's anything on that left-hand side. It's mainly an out-of-combat spell.
Okay.
You can
Cool.
use it in combat, but it's very niche.
How do I apply that?
It's just an additional, whatever, D8.
Already.
So on your sheet, under all your ability scores, why is guidance on
The
here?
guidance modifier, at least for to the left for me. Under my tools.
It's under
above my
global skill
languages.
modifier.
Yeah.
And was it 1d4 or 1d8? I want to say it's
1d4.
1d4. Thank you. Okay, and then are you gonna ask anyone for help?
I mean, she just, like, looks looks over at Zara. I mean, you can have their teeth if you want.
So
Teeth?
if anyone's going to give the help action for ability checks to get advantage, they need to be proficient.
In what?
The roll that's at hand, so survival.
Shrugs it off. I'm like,
Get it,
I don't
survival.
need teeth.
It's okay, I'll do it by myself. It's all good.
Alright, so that's just confirmed. You're doing this by yourself, Shannon. So you're going to have your D4, and you're going to be rolling a single survival roll.
Fuck, sorry, I think I messed something up.
No, you didn't. That's alright. Alright. So you pull out your dagger, and you start, pull out your dagger. You start carefully trying to remove the skin.
She specifically wants to keep the head to hollow it out and wear it as a hood.
Okay.
Just clarifying.
So you want like the wolf pelt itself?
Yes, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You're carving. It's tough. The skin and the fur, it feels strange. But with time, in the nature guidance that you gave yourself happening, slowly but surely you have a wolf pelt. Specifically a winter wolf pelt. Now, you could just wear the skin on your head, but it is still
It's
skin.
very bloody. Yeah.
Well, it's not bloody.
Oh,
right
wait,
now.
it's not bloody. It's not bloody, but it is still
My
just skin.
It is just skin, so you might want to add like a fabric to it, or
Yeah.
somehow make it so it's not going to rot.
Yeah, she's gonna take it to a You know when I use what you call it? Spare the dying, does that count as stopping it from rotting? Or is that specifically a living creature?
No, it wouldn't work. The thing you would want for this, I believe, is gentle repose. Yes, it would be gentle repose.
Okay, no worries. No worries, she's just gonna bend down and scoop up a bunch of ice. Not ice, but like snow.
It would be gentle repose.
I don't have that.
You do. You have it from your staff, your rod.
Oh shit. Oh my god, okay, see, I'm so newbie, I'm sorry. I'm really bad.
Stop
Mhm.
apologizing. You're doing great.
So for the next 10 days, as you tap this with your rod and the snake sort of comes out,
Okay.
it protects. It says the dead creature or any remains. This is remains.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I
It
appreciate
is-
it.
Now you have used it, so you can't. You have to try the next turn. Every day you're gonna have to roll a d10 to see if you get that back, that usage back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot about
So-
that.
It's okay. That's why I'm here to remind you. So you can add to your loot on your list a wolf pelt
Nice.
with head.
With that. Lavetta has no expression. She just looks at the others. I got a pelt.
It's the
Groff
full-
is busy taking the icicles out of his hair and clothing from all the coldness.
Yeah, that's one thing you would know, Florinfest, is that Groff doesn't seem to be well prepared for the winter. In fact, it looks like he's got a little bit of frostbite on some of his extremities.
Oh yeah, he lost a finger previously, didn't he?
I don't think he lost.
Only a
anything.
tip.
Yeah, it's just a fingertip. Just the tip.
That's clarification.
So you two see the 4 individuals you have just met, watched as they assisted in defending and killing this creature. They're now around it, skinning it and looking for what they can use the remains for. And you are all left in each other's company to decide how to proceed.
While Lovetta is carving the from the winter wolf, Flor will start slowly wandering, getting distracted, just kind of looking at like the snow and trying to understand why it's so cold and where they are.
Yeah, now that you're kind of looking around now, you get a good look at the area. You're standing currently in a large sort of open space. There's not a lot of trees here. If so, they're kind of scattered and dead at the moment. You see to the southeast, a good few miles away, what appears to be a city of some sort. Large walls right on the horizon. But spotted around the landscape around you, there are various houses, farmhouses, mills, etc. You would suspect you're probably in sort of the farmland of this city, and further down that way is there. Now, if you look to your northeast, your east, and very far to your southeast, there appears to be sort of a wood line. Again, it's decently far. It's closer than the city, but the trees seem strange and warped in a way. You also notice above, the sun is setting, but there's also sort of a strange cloud layer above that, even though the sun is setting, this place is a lot darker than it otherwise would be.
Are any of the moons visible?
Nope. They are not.
Hargroff's ball's still glowing.
Were they glowing? You're talking about the...
Yeah, remember. The silver
Oh,
balls,
because
yeah.
you put light on it. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Okay. They're
How we
still
tell the
going, let's
time.
go! What you saying?
Well,
What would the party like to do? The 4 of you have these 2 strangers in front of you who have just helped you survive.
Laura's starting to look up at the sky and is just very confused.
Bess is also really confused, but I think the adrenaline from the fight is kind of providing a certain amount of clarity that they are not where they had been, and they need a bigger murder is a safer murder. So they're going to approach this party of people. But before they approach this party of people, they're gonna send Jerry to go get Floor, because Floor's wandering off. Like, Jerry, go get Floor.
Jerry's kind of like picking at the snow a little bit and then flies over the floor and, well, come over here. Jerry
and-
flies and lands. Oh, Jerry got big.
Oh,
Jerry moves
bigger
up
than me.
and lands on Ophia. Hello there. And starts sort of like eating your horn a little bit, thinking it's an acorn.
Jerry,
Ophia goes
behave
to
yourself.
goes to cover her horns.
So I think introductions are kind of in order. I am not sure what my name is, but I've been going by Crowfessor. As you can see, Floor here, my companion, just calls me Fess. I'm fine with whatever. We don't know where we are, but having more people is a good thing. Could you maybe provide us with some information as to like where we are and what's going on? And we'd be happy to join in your travels while we figure out what's going on, if that's okay with all of you.
Lavetta nudges Zara as she admires the feathers on the birds. They would make a nice pillow.
Zara looks
Like the
at
stuffing.
Zara looks at Lavetta and actually, for once, like actually shows her like curled nose and like the ew. Don't ask me about people.
She nudges again.
Stop. How did you get here then?
I think we kind of just found ourselves here.
We were there. Now we're here.
And there was it was covered in trees and plants and
Yes.
there were little ones and hooved ones
And winged ones. And it was much warmer than here. I haven't seen snow in. They get lost in their thoughts for a second.
the snow. There were snowy lands, but they were pretty far away. At least I think they were.
We weren't anywhere near them, though. So it's impossible that I mean, I was cutting grass for the birds. I don't...
Did you wander, perchance?
I mean, we must have, but we couldn't have wandered far enough to reach the snowy lands. Because where we were, there was
Heavy forest.
and there were leaves on the ground, but there's no way we would have wandered into the snowy lands without realizing it. I mean, I know I wander, but I don't wander that badly.
Do you remember what you were doing before you ended up here? She steps forward.
You're welcome to move your token. Also, anyone who used ammunition during that round, do make sure that you mark that down. Lavetta, you're an arrow down, as it would have snapped when you crit failed. But you're welcome to collect
Thanks
the rest
for
of them.
reminding me. No worries. It's fine.
Well, Fess was trying to gather nesting materials and food for the murder, and I was kind of just I was trying to stay nearby and keep an eye out. It
murder
was working.
Murder? Well, yes, that's what the professor calls us. We're the murder, says Jerry. I'm gonna hate doing this voice.
What else could you call family? Family. Yes.
Family?
Yes,
I'm
that's
Jerry
another
the
way
J.
to call a murder.
Some of my friends call me
Yes.
JJ or JJ Jerry or Jerry the JJ. It's confusing sometimes.
What about BJ?
Nope, never that one.
Leah's gonna like scritch like just underneath the head, like right on that little tummy
whoops.
area.
I didn't mean to put that on stream.
What?
I didn't mean to put that on stream, but there it goes. Perfect.
So what was it?
Here, I'll put it in the D&D chat.
A murder.
If Leah's just gonna start.
Yeah, like Jerry loves it. Like he
I love it.
He's into it. Yeah.
I'm into it.
Uh, so yeah, like I'm not sure how we got here. I've been wandering, I suppose you could call it, for I don't know how long. But as I've wandered, I've collected an assortment of spirits, and you can would my swarm still be visible? Yeah. So like I can kind of like spread my arms, and like the swarm can kind of like sprawl out, and I can be like my swarm, my murder.
Jerry goes, not all who wander are lost. Remember that. He's sort of like flapping on, he's still on Althea's head.
Yes, Jerry. Jerry's a little, he's a little different.
I'm the best one of the murder.
Yes,
It's adorable.
the most successful of the murder. But yes, we've been together, and I suppose you could call it wandering. I haven't really thought of it as wandering, just being and guiding. And as I've found these lost spirits and whatnot, I have gathered them, and I take care of them now.
And me.
Yes, yes, you are also a very valued member of the murder.
I was wandering around and found Fess, and we've been together for a while ever since. What's that creature doing?
You all see as the cat is ready to pounce on Jerry.
Creature.
Can I?
Your cat.
The cat's
I'm gonna send one of
is
the.
just like wiggling a little bit.
Can I send one of the less like tangible spirits over to distract the cat?
Sure, you send out a bird, and it's like flopping around and sort of circles around the cat. And the cat jumps up, and you guys all watch as the cat jumps up, its paws ready to latch around the bird, and it like its claws hit each other, and the cat falls to the ground as if the claws just went through the bird. The bird just still keeps spinning around its head, and the cat's like now swiping at it on its hind legs.
I just created a cat laser pointer.
Yes.
Yes, that is me. I am Lazar. You see, the bird says, what kind of bird is this going to be? Don't worry, I have to get my list of corvids back up. I had it. This is going to be a, let's see here. Where's my list? Here it is. It's going to be a cow. What do they call? How do you pronounce that? Cow? Co? C-H-O-U-G-H?
Cow?
I
Something
guess
like
so.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
that.
me.
We can say it how we want to.
Lazars. It's like flopping around.
Oh, good. We have another one with a name that I can actually remember. But is this normal? And Floor is pointing mostly to the sky, but a little bit to the area around them.
Well, this area. Yes. I think that.
It's pretty much been cold since we got here. Also, people are sad. The weather seems unfazed by the weather.
But where are the moons? Yeah,
We've been asking ourselves similar questions. Supposedly, it's not very easy to get out of here, so
Yeah.
I imagine the forest will be playing tricks on us. She looks up at the sky.
Damn it, I am a mess today. Sorry. I accidentally posted the meme in my mod chat. There we go. Yeah, the area around you just feels uneasy.
I'm assuming you guys are cold. Why don't you come along with us? We haven't decided where we're going yet. But we know a few places around the area. I imagine you don't want to get your wings wet.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very helpful to get an understanding of what is going on in this area. If you've been traveling in this area for a while, then I definitely think there'd be safety in numbers, and it'd be a good idea to join you, at least for now. While what do you have a goal? What is?
She smiles and looks back at the others. I guess you could say we've got a goal. I mean, we plan on, like clearing some. I mean, do we
Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
somewhere
it's not
warm.
really something.
And she points towards
Yeah.
Groff and goes, because I think this one needs to get inside.
Yeah, actually, good point. She runs over to Groff and immediately pulls out a piece of fabric from her pocket, accompanies that with some antiseptic paste, and just starts wrapping it around his hand, which is massive. So she's holding it with two hands. Leave this on. Don't take it off until it smells. Which shouldn't be a problem because it'll be the part of you that smells like the rest of you. So, And
Groff shrugs like he has a good sense of smell.
She just winces and carefully, but, swiftly wraps the fabric around. Yeah. Not too sure if that actually does any healing though, but yeah, I'm just gonna. Alright, where are we going? She looks back at the others.
Well, that is the question, isn't it? Where are you going? Where does the party wish to go? You had just left Lupine, but you had started making your way to Belosia. Would the party like to continue to Belosia?
We
can try and find some place to camp.
That's why don't we go back so these tiny friends can be acquainted with the city?
True.
I mean, I don't really think backtracking is a good idea, but it's probably best if they're lost.
Zara shrugs.
All right, I'll find our way back.
Fine.
She.
I don't know that a city is going to help us. What is a city?
Kind of like a large gathering of people.
It would be usually a large gathering of people. Think of it as a collection of nests. Or one big murder, as you will.
Or a community of murders, maybe. Yes, but I don't. I mean, you don't have to backtrack for our sake, but we really haven't settled anywhere. We're happy to go where you need to go. We don't have a goal ourselves, so if you're working towards something, we'll happily join you and just wander with you, if that's all right. You've clearly proven yourselves in battle.
Well, put it this way. We don't know if we're actually going to be able to leave this place. So if you want to come with us, you can, but we
Just to
don't
make
know
it
where
clear.
the next shelter will be. Yep.
When it comes to the issue with leaving, just as like a reminder, it's going the other way. It's going out of the city-state of Belosia. You guys were currently headed towards the physical city of Belosia, not just one of the side. You know what, let me just grab them.
Yep.
There you go. Oh wait, let me keep that marked, and then here is you guys. Let me zoom out a little bit for the stream. There. You guys are roughly there. You guys are the red dot.
I think it's better for us to continue forward, not backtrack.
I think if we're gonna head directly into the city, we need to pick up some more people. They did say that they'd help us clear it. Let's go see if we can find shelter closer to the city, unless anyone else has any suggestions.
That sounds fine to me.
Right. So the current team's goal is to find proper shelter near the city. Is that correct?
Yep.
I would say the city is probably a day out, so you need to camp for tonight. But there are plenty of little farmhouses, small little cabins.
Yeah.
Among
that's what we'd like to do. We'd like to find
temporary
something.
shelter for tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lavetta can lead.
That's perfectly fine. The closest one that you're going to get to before night falls, it's a small little shack, not more than 10 feet by 10 feet, so it's going to be
that's
tight.
That's...
It's not too bad. I mean,
yes, but if you're sleeping next to Groff, that's going to smell pretty bad. And a wet dog.
Get used to after a while.
It's like, Groff,
Don't
wet
forget,
dog.
floor smells sweet, so the whole room will smell sweet.
God, that
Yes,
would give me a
the
headache.
more sneaky-
And
Gross.
sneaky
gross
closer to the
smells
floor.
of
It'll be
So it's just lots
knowing
of
what a
smells.
shower.
And then there's someone in the party who smells like wet dog. It's a great smell fest going on.
So many smells.
You all make your way into this cabin, and part of the roof is sort of collapsed and snow gently comes in, but the windows are still intact. The drapes tattered, but able to cover the window, provide an extra layer of cushion. There's a single door into this cabin itself. So I asked the group, are you going to do anything tonight to prepare your camping spot?
Zara walks around and checks the area.
Perception.
I'd also like to check the area.
Okay. Do you have advantage? Or sorry, do you have proficiency in perception?
Is that?
It'd be a checked box.
I do. I am proficient. Yeah, I'm plus 4.
So you can give the help action to Zara here.
Okay.
Or you can roll it
Okay,
yourself.
I will help.
Okay, Zara, go ahead and you can roll again for advantage. Perfect. So we'll take the 23. You look around, and you're in a decent spot. Kind of get to the top of a hill and get a good look around. You see the ridgeline, and you see the city. You do spot on the outer side of the walls what appears to be like a vineyard almost, a larger building on top of a hill that could very easily see out all around, not too far from the wolves, and a place that would probably provide very good sort of staging ground if you were going to try to make your way into the city. You also noticed to the southeast there's some shambling creatures a mile or two out. It's pretty far, as they're sort of shambling along the snow. You see shadows moving occasionally, and you hear the faint, distant wolf howl. But beyond that, the fields that would likely be adorned with lantern-lit homes and farmers tending to their fields, it's empty, abandoned.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would that... So, you stated that I noticed the grass was like something was wrong, something was off, like the grass is not edible. Would it be possible to do like a nature check to kind of see if there's anything weird going on with the nature around the area?
Yeah.
Or was that covered by perception?
No, you can go and do a nature check.
Alright, I would like to do a nature check. I have an expertise in that, so it's a +8.
I think it's already adorned to it, so if you just click it, it should add it.
Okay.
Now, it's hard to see a lot of the nature around here, for much of it's covered in a fresh layer of snow. But you are in farm fields, or what remains of it. In fact, the grass that you were picking up before looked like it was some sort of maybe feed for animals. Grown
Alfalfa or something.
Yeah, grown in like a line, right? And you kind of look around and inspect some of it. You find like a bit of wheat, and a lot of it's decayed, gross. There's something sickly to it that feels like a blight. Now, it's very unfamiliar to you, for where you come from before was bountiful with nature. Here it seems almost like the opposite, as if the very life itself has been sucked out of it. There's sort of two things that you notice. You notice almost the weakness of a lot of it, like almost like someone sucked the life. You know, like how plants wither, right? It's like they get smaller and shrivel. It's a lot like that. But there's also something that it's just, if you were to eat this, you couldn't guarantee your safety.
I go ahead and share that observation with the group. There's almost like it feels like the vitality, the health of this area has been sapped or drained away. I wouldn't trust this as food.
Can I take a look? Maybe I can find some traces of magic or something. I don't know. In other words, I'd like to roll an Arcana check to see if I can determine if it's a magical force that's caused this.
Go ahead. The sickness itself seems not magical. It's very likely in its weakened state, some sort of illness has spread through all of this. Basically, it weakened the immune system, even though plants don't have immune systems, but it weakened the plant's abilities to essentially fight this infection. And that seems natural. However, being very careful with my words here. You are very familiar, Ori, with magic. And This almost rings a bell. You have seen spells that can increase the vitality of plants, just as Fess has just said. Make them grow larger and stronger.
Yeah,
This magic surrounding it feels like the opposite. And it's almost like that life force inside of it, whatever magic resided in the world. For you've always learned that every magic resides in everything. It just takes the activation to use it. But something is sucking the energy out of this.
It seems like the sickness itself was it seems the sickness itself seems natural to a point, but it's the additional like leeching of what remained of its magic and life before it's like it's being drained somewhere. Like there might be a focal point for it.
Perhaps that's what we'll find in Belosia.
Is that where this supposedly started?
We don't know. All that we know is that there's not much left alive around here. Anyone we've come across has been very surprised that we've made it this far, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly thrilled at where we're going, but there's a lot left back there, so it seems people had to leave in a hurry, so if you do want to come with us, it's definitely going to be dangerous. That's all you need to know. We don't know where it came from.
Yeah. Well,
Do you guys have food?
I had some rations that I had in my pack. I haven't had to use them in a really long time.
I was just asking in case you needed anything. She slims down and starts to help set up camp.
Very well. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before you all go to sleep?
I was looking to see if there was anything I wanted to like cast or anything before I go bed.
Zara will stay up longer to keep watch.
Very well.
Are we worried about being attacked, I guess, in this home?
Never know.
It's a probability.
Anything, Vanny?
No, I think I'm okay.
Very well. As the group all lies down to rest, Zara stays awake. Zara, tonight the darkness feels different. It feels friendly. You can't explain it. Not that you've ever been scared of the dark. You simply never know what's inside of it. Tonight, though, there's a peace as darkness falls all around you. And as you sit there, you see something fluttering, coming out of nowhere. A beautiful blue butterfly lands gently on your fingertip. It's the most lively thing you've seen since you've come to Belosia. And then it flutters away. As the night turns, I'm going to need a roll from you, Shannon. At disadvantage to me.
Yeah.
Because it's a full moon tonight.
All right.
Alright, let's see what we get here. Wait a second, let me check your numbers. I'm not mistaken. Okay. So... yeah. Zara!
Don't sound so pleased with yourself.
Yup.
Halfway through the night, a pupper runs out of the door.
This time, and she knows what's happening. She'll linger in like the doorway and try to keep an eye on her.
She's just running around in the field, rolling around in the snow. You have some control over this tonight, Shannon.
Alrighty. But it's chaotic. I'm assuming it's...
Yeah, there's sort of a playfulness to it.
She is going to sniff everything.
And eventually...
If she comes across it, yeah, go on.
Eventually, you come home. What were you gonna say?
That's all good. It's basically everything that she comes across, she is sniffing. So if she comes across Zara, she's just gonna sniff her. If she comes across, she's just gonna
Regret the decision to sniff it.
regret the decision. Yeah, it's pretty much just curiosity tonight.
Lots of howling occurred through the night. Nothing bad. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me, please. Or d10. Sorry, d10. Gentle repose and recharge.
Dumb.
And with
What'd you say?
that, gentle repose has recharged. Because you have to roll a d10 if you read the item with.
Yes, yeah, I know. Yeah.
With that, the long rest will conclude, and so will our session. So you all may give yourself back your abilities, your spell slots, etc. However, for the 4 original party members, this excludes the 2 crows, after a well-fought battle, the 4 of you have now leveled to level 5.
Nice.
So, for many of you, this is a pretty large step up because you get additional attacks, etc. So, you may all level yourselves up. I will be in contact with you all to double check that we're all good with that. But yeah, let me add that to my list. Some of you, it's just gonna be a simple. You get new abilities, etc. Shannon, you and I will have to go over through stuff, but
Yeah.
very well. Well, I hope you all had fun tonight. I certainly did.
It was.
Yes, this is the most unique game of GTA I've played in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm playing on the original Macintosh with how ancient the graphics are.
Let's figure out who we're gonna. Let's go figure out who
I
we're
need
gonna
to
go.
dip now. No.
Oh, yeah, bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's see who we're gonna go raid. Who's online that we can go bother? Let's go get Barry. Barry boost some love. So if you guys are watching my stream right now or in my chat, go ahead and jump into the chat so you guys can go assist in the raid and go give Barry some love. Barry plays LT Viv most of the time, but today she's playing Resident Evil. So we're gonna go give her some love. Awesome session today. I will see everyone Tuesday for more GTA RP, actual GTA RP, in which I think
Oh, fun.
in which I think Odessa is gonna wake up,
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
and then we'll play Sea of Thieves. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
That work? You?